Hi guys, so as promised, I did some swatching when I got home, and I'm kind of on the fence about the two plates that I purchased. Let me start off by saying I'm kind of disappointed by the size of the plate. The pictures that we saw on the website were just kind of photocopy style pictures of the images, and I guess I really didn't realize that the plate was exactly the size of the images, and it doesn't leave you any. In a lot of images, it leaves you almost a really awkward area to scrape from, like this one and this one. It can be difficult to scrape because it is so close to the edge. The second this one actually, of the two, surprisingly, this one was my favorite. I thought the Hunger Games would be my favorite, but performance-wise, this one was my favorite. The second thing is I could not get anything except my Mundo de Uñas polish to work properly. I tried using my metallic black and clean color, and it just... it's not that they're not etched deeply enough, it's just that they are etched rather shallow. So when I tried to use anything except Mundo, it would just dry instantly, and I couldn't get it to transfer. So I did try on this plate, I did try the raindrops with the metallic black. And as you can see, the raindrops, which is a very large image, and the raindrops would not transfer. I then swatched it with my Mundo, and it transferred almost perfectly. So that is a downfall to me. I don't always want to use Mundo. I do like to pull out my clean colors just to have more variety of colors. But, you know, that's okay. Most of them, pretty much all of them did transfer really well. This one kept giving me trouble where I wouldn't get a clean circular transfer, but that could be my fault. So I'm not going to count that as a fault. I did try to use my squishy stamper to swatch with so that I could get the full image, but I do not get along with squishy stampers, so I had to pull out my old trusty, this one. I don't remember where I got it. So the images that are swatched, it's not a complete image because I just had this small area to work with. So this is one of my favorites. It transferred really nicely. The clouds, again, did really, really nicely. I don't know if this one is feathers or wings, but it also did nicely. The butterflies did really nicely also. And surprisingly, the umbrella and the stars did beautifully. And then here's the last image, the little owls on the branches, and that's gorgeous. So that's the first plate. So the second plate was the Hunger Games plate, and this plate is a better example of how small it turned out to be and how close to the edge the images are. A lot of you more veterans, practiced, and talented stampers will probably have no problem with this situation. But I still consider myself a beginner. I mean, I can function as a stamper, but I'm not amazing at it. So for me, these top 4 images really gave me problems with the scraping because there's no lip, you know, between the edge and the image whatsoever. So that's disappointing to me. Because the plate was so small, the text down here, it turned out to be much, much smaller than I thought it would be. I actually thought that the text was going to be big enough to where it would kind of be a multi-finger design, you know, and it's not. Pretty much, if it were me, I would probably use the whole thing as a whole nail design. I did not end up swatching these 4 images right here just because, to be honest, I did get a little bit discouraged and I was just making a big mess over here, and I decided it was time to stop. So these 4 little images I did not swatch, sadly. So Again, the images are partial images because it's a small stamper. So here's the one. This is the last one I did, and I almost could not scrape it. I admit I scraped it from the wrong angle, so that's part of the reason. But it transferred well, except that I didn't stamp it straight. That's my fault. This honeycomb design is probably my favorite design on the whole plate, and it transferred perfectly. It's gorgeous, and that will probably be the first one I use. This one was this design right here, and it scraped really well, and it would look really awesome. I did not get a swatch off of this one whatsoever. And I'm really disappointed because I thought that between these two I could do a alternating, choose two colors and do alternating, design colors. You know what I mean. I couldn't get this to scrape no matter what direction I did. Of course, I tried up and down first. Of course, that didn't work. So then I tried sideways, and it's just too big of an area to get a good scrape, and it's too close to the edge. So that was extremely disappointing. Right before I gave up on this image, I did put a line of polish just right here and then scraped down, and that's how I got this. So you could use the bottom and just get the bottom part and do like a French tip if you wanted to. So then I did the 4 Mockingjay, or the 3 Mockingjays and the district emblem, and they came out really well. I tried twice to stamp the text, and I could not stamp them straight. That's user error. That's no one else's fault. And then the other image that I fell in love with was the arrows, and it came out perfectly, and it's really, really cute. So I think that like this image with a couple of these, or this image with this, would look really, really cute. So yeah, those are my 2 plates. Thanks for watching.